Welcome to my channel, Endless Roads. This is Hot Cup of Joe coming to you from the old coffee house. I had a story I wanted to talk about. Not for sure if I can say it right in the Filipino language, but it's Tang Nong Loop, which means child farming. That was going to be my story today, but I have changed that, and I'll do that at a later time. But right now, I want to talk about something else that kind of upset me a little bit last night when I was watching some of my favorite YouTube channels. Well, see what happened. There was this guy. I'm not going to say the name or the name of his channel because I'm not going to give him any publicity or anybody go to his channel from what I'm going to say. But he I guess his idea is to attack everybody out here that's making a YouTube channel. And he felt it was necessary not just to degrade the men, but their Filipino wives, call them all types of foul names, saying they were uneducated and just desperate women who would sleep with anybody to get ahead in life. And then saying later on that they would just take up and leave because nobody wants to stay with uh, us foreigners here who come here unless we're 35 years old and still working. Actually, for the way I see it is most people's going to stay with somebody that has a steady income than somebody still struggling. So I'm going to name some names, but these are some really decent people here in the Philippines. I want to give a shout out to Old Dog's New Tricks. Uh, I think this is Mike's in the Philippines, and Every Man Has a Story. Now they have some good content, and they're very helpful to most people here. But this guy, he decided that they were just too old to be doing YouTube channels, so he started downgrading them, which kind of made me mad. But he has the right to say what he wants to until he starts attacking their wives. Now, I'm not for sure if he was talking about my wife, because he was talking about this guy who's always making his video at the coffee shop. Well, this is where I do my video blog at. This is where I hang out most of the time. So I don't know if he was talking about my wife or not. But I do have a message for him. We had another guy here in Masalupa City. I'll tell you where I live. I live in Masalupa City. And this guy, he was from Germany. And he was doing the same thing as this guy did. He was making fun of the foreigners coming here. But worse was he was making fun of the Filipinos who were dating him. And he would actually ask them to show up for an interview. And when they show up, he would give them maybe 1,000 to 2,000 pesos and say, hey, here's 2,000 pesos, get your life going. Go start yourself a soy store and leave that foreigner. He goes, you're better than that. Don't act like you're a desperate woman. Basically what this guy said about my friends' wives. So what happened? Well, a few people, you can guess who, decided to go to the mayor and make a complaint. And one of the girls also complained. And what happened was the mayor called the police and had him picked up for a Republican act. I'll look up in a little bit what Republican act it was, but for disrespecting Filipinos. And he got picked up. And then they sent it to the NBI. NBI sent him out here. You might have heard of him. He's called Mr. Paul German. That's his channel. And he's never going to be able to step foot in the Philippines again. And this guy, if you don't watch it, he's going to be the same way. I'm not trying to make a threat here. I'm just pointing out facts that when you attack other people's wives, especially if their wives are from the country that you're a guest in, it don't go good for you. Because all he has to do now, Old Dog, Every Man Has a Story, Mike from the Philippines, they just have to get their 3 wives together, walk down, make a complaint to the mayor there in Dumaguete. This guy's gone. He can't run around disrespecting people because he wants to make his channel better because, you know, I guess he don't have enough content. I really never followed this guy. I always look for new people to watch. I'm a retired person here. I don't make any money off my channel. I don't think I ever will. But it gives me something to do. I'm pretty sure the rest of the people I just talked about and the ones that I'm looking at on there, that's what they're doing. This guy here, he's 35, 40 years old. He's doing it for a living because he don't have retirement money like we do. He didn't work the 50 years like we did. So he's up here and he's struggling. He's bragging that he's alpha male. We're all just beta or something lower because he's still working. I don't know. To me, it sounds like if a man's got money coming in and he's living comfortably and he don't have to work for it, who's the alpha? I leave that up for you to decide. Now, I have seen a couple other people do this too on there, and I'm not too concerned about them. But seriously, why do we all have to attack each other? I don't understand that. I mean, we're here to enjoy our lives. We left America to come here to have fun in our retirement age, and some of us not retired, but we come here to have fun anyway. And we might blog about it, or we just might make it on our Facebook or something like that. We don't need anybody attacking each other. I mean, this ain't like battle royal in WWE where everybody's got to go at it to have one main winner. You know, somebody sees something on my video and they like it, they want to use it, they can. I don't care. They have a picture. I just the other day went to the World War II memorial where all the Americans are buried from World War II. That battle here in the Philippines and Guam and all that, they're all buried over there, right? Somebody wants that video off my thing, they can have it. If I say something and they like it, go ahead, use it. Who cares? We're here to have fun, enjoy ourselves. If you met a wife and you got married, enjoy her. You shouldn't have to sit there worrying about having to defend it because another American want to bring the bullshit from America over here. That's just stupid. You know, I actually thought about going to Dumageddon because I've been traveling to different cities here, collecting up videos to do sort of a travel video too. I'm not sure if I want to. I mean, come on now. I see that Dumageddon is becoming a little American community there. And that's nice and stuff and that, but if you're going to be attacking each other, ain't that why you left America in the first place? Just get along. So what if I'm sitting in the coffee shop every day, and I'm doing a blog? It makes me happy. Why does it bother you? If old dog is sitting on his couch or he's at the park doing an interview, why does it bother you? If every man has a story and he's sitting there and he's interviewing somebody and it's interesting. I mean, I watch the news every day, right? I watch the news. I watch NBC, CBS, Fox, all those. Why? Because I want to be entertained. I want to learn something. And so if he wants to sit down and he wants to talk to somebody about their experience coming there, I've been coming here since 2017. I still learn things. And I don't plan on stopping learning things. But I'm not going to criticize somebody for what they want to do. And that's just me. But, it's really sad because it's got to the point now that I'm kind of avoiding people's channels because I really don't want to hear them attacking each other. There's no need for it. Now, you see, I've been a chef now for 40 years. I've been working since 12 years old, which makes it almost 50 years of actually working. But 40 years as a chef. And I've been a trainer for almost 15 years of international students. I worked for Universal Studios, and I work for Hyatt Regency Hotel, and I have students from all over the world. The reason why I'm here is because my Filipino students from the Philippines, they were the most fun to be around. I'll probably put up some pictures later, me with them and me train them and stuff like that. But one of them asked me, sweet little girl, I called her Butterfly because she always wore this butterfly in her hair. She goes, John, what are you going to do when you retire? So I'm going to go to Mexico. Why? I said, well, I have probably time I go retire, I have around $350,000, right? I go to Mexico, and that's almost like 700,000 to live good. She goes, well, you should come to the Philippines because we speak English here. You don't have to learn Spanish. And I have a hard time learning other languages. I swear to God. I tried to learn Filipino, couldn't learn it. I tried to learn Vietnamese. Well, now there's a hard language. But anyway, I did the math, and if I have, let's say, 325,000, right? That comes to the Philippines, 4 to 1. You figure up, it goes about 4 times as far. It's about 1.5 million. Now I'm 62. I probably won't live another 15 years. I can never spend all that money. Enjoy your life. Go where your money goes. That's why people come here. We don't come here to, as that guy would say, to molest the women. We come here for other reasons. And yes, we find a girl here, that's fine. I have you know that my wife that I had in America was 20 years younger than me. And it didn't work out, right? We had 2 kids. I gave her the kids. She can keep the kids. I raised those kids for 20 years by myself. Now they're grown. I come here, I meet a wife that's 17 years younger than me, which is 3 years uh, older than my wife in America. Sweet lady, works hard, working right now. That's why you hardly ever see her on my videos. But, you call us perverts and child molesters because we're 60 years old and we're dating a 40-year-old person. That ain't a child. And if this guy, I'm pretty sure he's like 41, 42 years old, and he's dating 18-year-olds. But yet he's complaining about the 60-year-old guys dating somebody a little bit younger than them. The same age difference, but we're not supposed to date once you get 60 years old, according to him, that we're just dirty old men because we come here and we find somebody that's 45, 40 years old. My wife's 45, and I should be finding somebody 62. Well, if I want to find somebody 62, I would have. But it's not about the age because you always say it's too young or too old. It's about the personality, the lifestyle. Now, I was with somebody who was actually, I was dating after my wife, before this one, who was 7 years older than me. And she couldn't keep up with me. I go on canoe trips. I go mountain climbing. I actually went body surfing down the Johnson Shut-ins, which I almost broke 3 bones, but, you're active. You got to have somebody that's active like you. So if I'm 62 and the age of my body is like 40, I need somebody that can keep up with me. Do the things that I want to do. You know, I'm planning on doing this hike that's up on this mountain above Angel City here, and it's a day and a half to 2 day hike, so you have to camp overnight. Now, could you imagine if I got to be a 60-year-old lady? I probably wouldn't be able to, unless she could be, if she's in a perfect shape like mine, but it's very hard. When I got here, right now I'm kind of big again. I got here, I was 250 pounds. And I went on a diet. I started walking. I mean, I could hardly walk down the street here. But, because I ate so good in America. That's another story altogether. But anyway, I dropped 85 pounds. And I was up walking 20 miles a day. 20 miles a day because I could. In America, I couldn't walk 20 miles. You know why? They'd be yelling at you, get a job, do something, da, da, da. Because they think if you're walking, you're homeless. you have no money. So you couldn't go walking. So you really hard to exercise unless you want to blow all your money to go to a gym to walk on a treadmill that you should be able to do by yourself just outside. So that's what I did. I went down my weight. I did that for 9 months. Lost all that weight, but down 150 pounds, right? Got boring. So I thought I'd start a YouTube channel because, after a while, I pretty much walked everywhere in the Mockaloopa city, It's a pretty big city, too. And so I thought I'd start a YouTube channel. And as you can see, the weight's coming back on, which I need to start doing some more walking. So I'm going to try to do some walking videos and interviews, street interviews, see how it goes, And like I said, I'm doing this channel. I don't think I'll ever get monetized, and I ain't worrying about it. I don't need the money. But it's something to do, and it's a way to contact. If it wasn't for these YouTube channels, I wouldn't know all those people that's here in the Philippines. I mean, I haven't physically met them, but to me, they're like family, like Filipino people. My God, it's like my daughter talking to her on the thing and listen to her talk. She's very funny, just like my daughter is. My sons, they're funny too. Old dog, he's like the cool guy to hang around with. I like watching their videos; makes me feel good, and I hope that my videos will make somebody feel good too. And that's the reason I'm doing it, because you gotta have something to do. I thought about buying land and spending my time building a house. I might do that later on, but right now there's no hurry. I have a 2-bedroom house with a kitchen. It costs me 5,000 pesos a month. 5,000, really nice. It's gated. I have an outside. I have a garden. I have 2 kitchens. Hell, I think with the price now, I don't know if that word hell is going to be a problem or not. I'm still going to learn at this YouTube what you can and cannot say. But I think that's like $89 or $92. When I was working, that was half a day's pay for a month. So I know hurry to build a house right now. I'm just saving money. And my retirement's not the biggest. I get 2 pensions, but I'm able to save about 20 to 25,000 pesos a month. Now, I don't know if you people that's listening, or if you're in America, or if you're here, if you're in America, are you capable of saving $500 every month? Most can't. And we understand about 80% of the Americans don't have 5,000 in their bank account. At this rate, I will have another 5,000 land bank here uh, in a year. I'm also putting money into BPO and PPI. And each one has a max of a $500,000 pesos. So every time I max out, I go to the next one, because I don't want to go over that $500,000, because then it's not insured. And if something does happen to the bank, which it can happen in America. I mean, in America, you're guaranteed for $250,000. Here's a $500,000 pesos, which I think is about 10,000, 12,000. If you put 20,000 in, and the bank goes down, you lose it, right? You lose at least half of that. So I just jumped to another bank. And, this guy I was talking about earlier, he's talking about what's he going to do when they're old, going to die, and then a person's going to be poor. No, I'm pretty sure that everybody that I just mentioned here is doing something for their wife. I'm doing something for my wife. Every one of my accounts have her name on it. When I pass away, she's be getting all those banks. And if she feels like a house, but right now she don't even know where she wants to live. She's from Northern Samar. We went there. We looked around. But I'm not for sure I want to do that for her there. That's where her family lives and other people. And, as soon as they seen me, they were like, cash money, all that stuff. I'd rather have her, if I get her a house, a distance from everybody that she knows. So it's not like, okay, I can just walk over and I need this, I need that. That's why we're up in Masalupa instead of in Northern Samar. And that, and well, she worked for the mall over there, working in the big supermarket there as human resources anyway. So, that's where the work's at. And being 45, she really don't want to quit her job, because if she quits her job, then what's she going to do? It's really hard to find another job. And she really don't need to work, but I allow her to work. And I know a lot of y'all don't like me saying that word allow, because, women's feminists and all that stuff. But I let her work because she has friends and something to do. I'm not going to coop her up in the house with me, sitting around all day trying to figure out what's the next YouTube channel going to be, or what the next project I want to do around the house or something. And she's sitting around not having anybody to talk to besides me. So, I let her have her job. She can go to work. She have her co-workers she can chat with. And then she comes home all day telling me, good God, about all the gossip. But, it's fun. Well, anyway, this is Cup of Hot Joe coming to you from the old coffee house. And I guess I'll be backing on out here a little bit. But I just wanted to say a shout out to the guy if he's listening to my thing. Don't ever mention my wife on your thing, because I will be at the FBI and having you arrested and removed from this place. My wife and everybody else's wife is none of your concern. Go on about your channel, chat about what you want to, and don't worry about other people making their videos. What we do is what we do. Anyway, I get home because time for breakfast, and hasn't been raining, so I don't have to worry about the creeks riding today, making it here. But I'll probably be with a quick video again with the video I wanted to do, which was child farming. It's something that goes on here in the Philippines. It's called Tang Nang Loop. Probably butchered the hell out of that, but anyway, it's born into debt. And it's a topic that I want to talk about, and it's pretty interesting. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Catch y'all later. Bye.